Hello, my Geminis. Welcome to your Unity reading for the month of August. And the purpose of this reading is we're just going to ask the Creator, what do you want us to know about our union? What is keeping us from feeling united, both spiritually, physically, emotionally, just the whole shebang. I know these last couple of years especially have been very divisive and made us feel, butting our heads against a lot of individuals, for a variety of reasons in our lives. And what's interesting, I looked into the moons that are coming up in this August, and we have a new moon in Leo on August 8th. And what's interesting is that energy is all about uniting the needs of an individual with the needs of the whole. So that new moon is going to be about setting intentions of unity and taking action on those things. So I thought that was perfect. And then I looked at the full moon, which is on August 22nd, and that's in Aquarius. And Aquarians are individuals, kind of the traits of an Aquarian. They have strong concerns for humanity and having, looking at new ways of doing things. So they have this objective view of others' actions. And being the water bearers, they really show us what we are really thirsty for. And those are the waters of life are what they carry in their, the vases, with the water bearer. And that, of course, that, life-giving waters that does quench our spiritual thirst, our soulful thirst, is the unconditional love that we find within from the Creator of all things. So I just thought it was so perfect. I asked the Creator, what additional reading do I want to do for August? And it was unity, union. And then found all that out. So how perfect is that? So we're going to jump in here in just a moment. I just do want to thank the Creator just for your presence and for the unconditional love that you have for each and every single one of us. There is never any division on your part with us. It's only when we come up with this idea that we're divided from you is what allows us to go through this wonderful life experience here, full of all these uncomfortable emotions of fear. So thank you for you always being there for us, even when we are not aware and are so busy in this life that we don't see that. So we welcome you and we thank you for that. And we also welcome our large group of beings of unconditional love and light. We thank you for being here with us as well, bringing through our messages. So, all right. So my Geminis, we're going to start off with this deck. It's the Blue Messiah Oracle. And what is so cool with this is, before I do a reading, I see what cards jump out to me to use, and this one did. And then I'm like, how does that fit into the reading? And it was like, duh. The Messiah is part of the Trinity, the Divine Father, the Divine Mother Spirit, or Holy Spirit if you're in the Christian faith, and the Son, the Messiah. And what is so amazing is over this last year, the Creator has shown me that, that's the huge Trinity, but each of us are part of our own Trinity. We have the Mother and Father of all things, who's the Divine Mother, Divine Father to us, and we're the only child in that Trinity. And the Creator has the ability to be with each and every single one of us individually and give us 100% of their attention. So it's not a, parental unit that has to split all their attention, among trillions and trillions of souls. The Creator has the ability to be with each and every single one of us as if we're their only child. So that is an amazing thing to look at, because that's part of coming into union with the Creator, with your Mother and Father of all things, that you have that much of an importance to the Creator. All right, Gemini, we're going to start off. What does the Creator want you to know about unity and union for you? What information do you want us to know about unity? Okay. Just put these over here out of the way. And you got the blue flame number 2. And so, of course, what's amazing about the number 2 is that in order to understand what unity means, we need to have experienced and come here and experience what duality means. We need to be able to step outside of unity and see ourselves. It's like I have this picture of, like there's a large ocean, and then there's vapor that happens that turns into clouds, and then the clouds split off and become little droplets, and those little droplets fall from the cloud to the sea, and in that moment the droplets get to see the sea, see its wholeness. It's still water, it's still part of the sea, it just took different form to be able to experience it as it comes down back to the sea and join the sea again. So the number 2 is about the duality, about the, more than one, to be able to see what one means, if that makes sense. Okay, and then I'll show you the card one more time here. You can see all those quartz giant crystals and the blue flame in the middle. Okay, and let's read what the book has to say. So the initiation of the blue flame connects us to our true divine nature and helps us to share that light of love with the world. Dear one, it's time to take the next step and walk through the initiation and purification of the blue flame. You have passed many tests and have already gained many valuable lessons and insights. The gift of the blue flame is now upon you, and it's your choice whether to embrace this light or not. Embracing the light of the blue flame is always consciously choosing to walk in truth and integrity, to lead by example, love unconditionally, and to be of service without judgment. When you're spiritually initiated in the light of the blue flame, you join forces with other souls on the same journey. Your power and light is nourished by your spirit family, to whom you're connected through your shared love of the blue light. Do you choose to walk in truth and integrity in all that you do? Will you lead by example by shining your own magnificent light? If you have sincerely answered yes to these questions, you are ready. Read below first, and then when you're ready, close your eyes. So the chakra that this deals with is the throat chakra, which blue flame. And for me, the throat chakra is all about how do you take action on unconditional love to the world. Are you voicing yourself through unconditional love, through your vocal cords, through your mouth? Also, when you raise your hands and arms to the sides, you look like this T, but your arms are at the same basic level of your throat. And so that's also the actions that you take through your hands, whether that's physical action, with your hands, or typing, texting, right? So how are you communicating unconditional love through your social media, through emails to people, and just through your outward actions towards others. And so, when it talks about union, the Creator is, bringing a mirror for you just to say, you don't have to act like those other people. You don't have to take on the anger of other people. You don't have to join in on the conditional love and the judgment of others. When someone says something, on the news, and this goes for any political party, because both do this, where, they'll say, what an idiot, or this person is that, or, oh my gosh, they're this. And, it's like we don't have to, fill our energy with that. We can say, you know what? They don't say nice things about people. and I don't even know if what they're saying is true. So I'm going to control what goes into my eyes and my ears. And I'm going to focus in on things that are loving, because that's what I want to grow in my life. I don't want to grow division and hatred. I want to grow love and unity. There's an exercise that it mentions here. It says, see yourself surrounded in a circle of giant clear quartz, crystal pillars. In the center of the circle stands a tall, clear quartz crystal pillar, and within it a blue light. When you're ready to receive this anointment, place your hands on the crystal pillar and slowly feel the power of blue fire moving through you, filling your whole body. Feel the warmth, love, and rejuvenating energy. And the affirmation for this card is, I am ready to walk my truth, live with integrity, and shine my amazing light always. Beautiful. I love that. We're also, I'm going to pull a card here from the Unicorn Oracle. And again, once I pulled the cards, I was like, oh yeah, unicorn, one horn, not two horns, but the unicorn has one horn, union, unity. So let's see what else. What else does the Creator have for our Geminis around unity and union, please? Okay. You got support, ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. And I'll read from the book here in a moment, but I do feel that this feeling that you've had, like I was talking about, just all these opinions, whether it's opinion, shows, news shows, whatever, all this inundation of all the social media and all the stuff that's always about pointing fingers and blaming and fear and judgment. I mean, it's just that it gets exhausting, especially when you feel like, well, I belong to this religious group or this political party or this group of people or this family or whatever it may be, and it's like, this is what they're saying that we should do or should think or should feel or whatever. And we're like, it doesn't resonate with your heart. It doesn't, it almost makes your soul ache, right? And it's like, you know what? With this whole stepping away and being aligned with your truth, your capital T truth, the one that's focused and based in unconditional love, from above, right? Your true truth, not the imitation truth, the conditional truth of this world that has so much fear-based emotion and belief intertwined in it, right? So those are the small T truths. The one that everyone tries to prove that my truth is more true than your truth, right? But when we come to the truth of unconditional love, the capital T truth, there's nothing to defend because you have it all inside you, and you don't fear that anyone can take anything away or that anyone can convince you, to abandon your unconditional love and, with the Creator. That, no one can take that away from you. They can take away physical things, maybe take away your physical character here, but they can never take away your soul and your eternal unconditional love and who you really are. This is just a character we're playing. So, I just really feel that, just know that you're not alone. You're surrounded by a great host of beings of unconditional love and light. You've got a guardian angel who's been with you since your soul was created. You've got other angels that are around you all the time. You've got spirit guides who are around you, supporting you, speaking to you. Loved ones who have here that have already passed over are there, always around you, never leaving your side. We have ancestors that surround us, and just a whole, unicorns, fairies. There's this large group of beings of unconditional love and light that are there for our support And every moment they're cheering on, you can just hear them going, we love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. And it's an unconditional love. All right, let me read from the book here. Sorry. I got a little, woof, amazing energies. So it says, feeling tired, burnt out, overwhelmed, or overworked is a call to lighten your load and recharge your batteries. Your energy levels are low, and it's proving counterproductive to getting things done or being there for others. You may feel you have to do everything yourself or don't know who to ask for help. A part of you could be addicted to the adrenaline rush of stress and hustle. You may even feel it is a sign of weakness to slow down or that you don't deserve to be nurtured. You have nothing to prove by working yourself too hard or sacrificing yourself by doing everything alone. This winged horse urges you to ask for help, to get more rest, and to be loving to your body. Schedule in non-negotiable time for naps. Oh, I love that. Set boundaries around your work hours and make getting a good night's sleep a priority. Hire an assistant or other team members for your business. Spend the day at a spa. Book in for a massage or other body treatment, or simply take a day off to do nothing. Ask your friends and family for help with your kids, or invest in additional childcare or nanny. You are worthy of this support. The extra energy you will have as a result will be worth the time and money you spend to give it to yourself. Beautiful. I love that. Next, we're also going to pull some cards here from the Light Seer deck. And let's see what else the Creator would like you to know about your union, validation, verification, new information. All right, Creator, what else do you want Geminis to know about their unity? Okay, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, yes. Wow, okay. There's a lot here. But evidently, there are some messages coming through for you. All right, let me just get these situated so that my OCD doesn't kick in. Okay. Yep, King of Pentacles. And I love this because this is definitely, what I'm feeling is this is part of your support. Masculine Divine Father, the source of all abundance. And I'm reading this intuitively because this generally is about, that you yourself have reached a point of, where you feel you've got everything sorted out, but that's coming for you. But more importantly, that this is like, the Divine Father, who is where everything comes through. Our abundance comes from the Creator. Everything else just comes through the third party shipping company, which is other people in the world. But abundance comes from the Creator. So when you're looking at support, you're looking at, your worthiness, don't judge yourself by the opinions of the outside world. Just know that the Creator of all things loves you unconditionally, sees you as worthy of all abundance, and has so much that they want to give you. It's just a matter of your belief, because if you believe you can only receive this much, that's what you're going to receive. And then as you expand that belief and that feeling of worth, then you allow more to be given to you. And it also allows you to give more, as well. Yep, Four of Pentacles. So, you have enough. You have everything you need now. In fact, you have enough to give to some of these people that are coming. But you don't need to worry about having enough for the entire world, that entire city. You always have enough for this moment, for today. And if you do have a little bit to give, then give. But don't give of your own energy. Don't put yourself in a place of lack because you fear what other people think if you don't help them out, right? we're taught being selfish is wrong, but we've gone in the other direction. I mean, yes, if we have abundance, like if we have billions of dollars that we'll never spend it in our entire lifetime, we have some to give to others, and if you don't give, that could be selfish, right? But we take it to the extreme where it's, oh, I'm selfish if I eat a full meal when I can give half the meal to someone else and I don't get all the nutrition I need. That becomes a harmful selfishness, right? And so that's what this is saying, is like, fill yourself up, take time for you. I loved the self-support here. Make sure you are giving yourself time and what you need, because if you're in this place of exhaustion, you're not being really any good to a whole lot of people. When you're full and everyone gets the overflow out of you, then you're not someone who's resentful, angry, bitter, and that is reflective in the energy and how you give. So I love that. And the Five of Cups here too. And what comes into this is all these other cups here, these 4 cups that are here and all right here, they're all spilled and you still feel empty. Everything that's been spilt, trying to fill this hole in your heart and your hole in your soul. The cups are all about the emotions, and so you just feel like it's like throwing a pebble. If you hold a pebble, let me see here. So if I hold this up here, it looks so big and look like it's going to fill everything, but as you take it further away, and if you throw that into a giant crater, the expanse of the crater is going to be more evident because of the comparison of what you thought was going to fill you up compared to this big hole there. And so this is that feeling that you've been having of, all this stuff that's supposed to be fulfilling me out there is not. And but if you look over here, this is what I would call the Ace of Cups, which is the unconditional love of the Creator of all things, the true love that's inside. So she's looking at all those 4 cups out there, but when you dip your hand into the real love that fills us up, that's the only thing that is going to make you feel full and whole. Because all those external things, all these external bowls, or all those should be, supposed to be, have tos that we've been taught. If you're with this person and have this type of marriage or partnership or whatever, that is supposed to fulfill you. When you have this job and, this kind of social status, blah, 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 that's supposed to fulfill you. When you have this house and this car, this amount of money and all this stuff, that's supposed to fulfill you. But disappointment, 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 because people change or pass away, situations never stay the same, and things break, deteriorate, or are stolen. So all those things end up disappointing, right? So I love that for you, because all that is divisive, right? And that's what makes us so feverish to try to grasp and have all this stuff. Other people are grabbing it, and so it's like Black Friday with the super sales. Everyone's getting in battles and rah, 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 because we think we need that to feel complete. But when we realize that that doesn't, then we stop fighting, because we find out that we all have what we need inside us. Okay. Yep. Remember who you really are. You're this physical character playing this role on the planet, this avatar, but your true self is this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And judgment is what this character is all about. Again, like, and I talked about this number 2 here, which 20, 2 plus 0 is 2, is that in order to understand what unconditional feels like, we experience the judgmental, conditional love of this world. We have this long list of things that needs to be completed in order for us to be acceptable, lovable, non-rejectable. And there's things on that list that contradict each other because we're taking an opinion from everyone, right? And we're putting it on the list and going, wait, I'm supposed to be happy, but also be sad about that. But there's just so many things that are contradictory out there, that judgment happens for us to be at this low vibration of fear and this duality instead of, feeling that unconditional love and unity. And here again, this Five of Cups, this is reminiscence of that, of, you feel alone, you feel exhausted, no hope, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Pentacles is about having everything you need on the outside, feeling lack, not feeling abundance. Here's the door that's locked, that's keeping you from your abundance, and lo and behold, the key is right behind us. The key is actually inside us, and we're the ones that can ignite that abundance in us, because it's our thoughts and our beliefs about abundance that are limiting. It's our belief in our worth, and it's like is mentioned here, you are worthy of support, you're worthy of abundance, you're worthy of having so much in your life. And it's just being able to understand that. And again, coming back to that the Creator is the one who brings your abundance. You have enough, but this mindset, this judgmental world is what's bringing us, these emotions. And then lastly, Page of Swords, new thought, new book. You have all these new ideas coming, these new beliefs that are swirling around. The page is representative of kind of like child. So it's like having that childlike thoughts of anything is possible, right? And also with that mentality, going back to the Trinity, that I'm an only child. I'm going to get spoiled by my parents, by my divine mother and father. They want to spoil me. I'm their only child. So it's changing that mindset to a much brighter place. All right. And then lastly, we'll wrap this up with a Journey of Love card, because of course, the living waters that are coming our way in August is all about unconditional love. That is what is going to quench our thirst. All right, Creator, for Geminis, what's the final message you have for this reading for them, please? Okay. You've got the Swan. I love the simplicity of some of these cards in here, and that's number 67. So the Swan, gliding with grace, nothing is withheld from this beautiful soul. It can discern what is genuine, authentic, loving, and what is from the ego parading. Even though the most impressive words or gestures, the soul can sense the holding within of a core of fearful separation from the divine. You can't make this up. With grace, it allows all to be and moves amongst this world with inspiring light and grace. Paramahamsa, Great Swan, the soul that moves the souls of others, is reaching to you now. The Guru, the teacher, the light, the love, that is all. You are blessed by sacred divine relationship with the essence of love itself that adores you and wants only for you to be free. This oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there is endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you will be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Be with your practice of love through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, singing, whatever speaks to your heart. And know you are one with the divine, and it's only a matter of time before you realize it. You just can't make this up. One with the divine. Beautiful, beautiful Geminis. I love this for you. Just know that you are worthy of such support. You don't have to try to please everyone on the outside by following all the division that's out there. You are one with the divine. Again, coming to one. I just love this entire message here for you. But just know every second of every day that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things as their only child. So hang in there. I love you, and we'll talk to you soon. You take care.